Hello everybody, welcome to RV Repairs with Ron. Today's video is going to be a new series called Cool Tools for Techs, and today we're going to be highlighting a power probe. What a power probe is designed to do is it's a little cool tool. It will detect both 12 volt power and ground, and it will also distribute 12 volt power and ground. So kind of how that works is there's going to be a switch up here, and you push it forward, there's a little plus there. It will inject power through the tip here. And if you need to inject ground, there's a you hit it down and there's a negative symbol there, and that will inject ground. It also has a tone to it, so you know whether you're injecting power or ground. You can mute that tone using this little button down here. The other cool thing that it has this little tail. So what I like to use this for is you can certainly test for power and ground at any location, but it's also good for injecting power into things that you want to test individually per se. Such as lights, and I'll show you that here soon. The other thing that it's good for doing like awning motors or slide motors, stuff like that. So it's really cool diagnosing tool that you can use for a multitude of different things to individualize or break apart that item and see if it is functioning properly. You know, determine whether it's a switch for the awning compared to the actual awning motor, or a switch for a slide out, or if you're not getting good ground to something in a light circuit, you're not sure if it's the light or the actual power or ground incoming. It will allow you to test all those. So I'll kind of show you how that works here. Alright, to test power and ground, it is very simple. All you have to do is take your probe, and if you're looking to see if you have ground, all you'll do is press ground and you'll see if there's a ground or not. For power, if you just make sure your circuit's energized, whether it has a battery or anything like that, you go over and test for power and you have power. To test individual components is very simple. You'll just take your probe, and then there's going to be this little tail back here with this alligator clip, and this is going to be your consistent ground, and then you can take the tip and inject power into it. So I'll kind of show you how that works. So take that, put it on your ground, and then you'll take the positive tip and you're going to inject power this way. That will ignite that and show you if that is functioning properly. Now, if I were testing a light or something like that, and I just wanted to see if it was working and it was already connected, and I only wanted to disconnect, say, the power and inject power, you could certainly do that, as long as you had a good ground. We're going to use the jump pack here to say it. Now, the only thing with this is you have to ensure that you are connected to the same source. So, if you are working on a unit with a battery on it and you don't want to disconnect, say, the ground or anything like that, just to check for power to see if that component works, you have to make sure that you are connected power probe wise to the same source. So you're going to want to be connected on the unit somehow to the battery. So you can see here I got my ground hooked up. This would be kind of be my battery, and then all I'm going to do is I'm going to inject power. And you can see it illuminates. So you can leave a lot of components on when doing this. It makes it quite simple to test individual components. All right, and the last thing I wanted to go over was just some cool accessories that really come with it or are available after the fact. And we're going to start with the clips here. These clips kind of come with it as long as you get the kit. And this allows you to hook directly to a battery. I like the clips better a lot of the times because I can connect directly to the onboard battery on the front of the unit or wherever it's located. The other thing too, obviously we don't always have enough cord to run, so they do have an extension. This one happens to be an extra 20 feet. You can get that as an accessory. Some piercers. I like these because they allow you to pierce different gauge wires and leave it on if you need to. I like using these for when I was installing something like a brake controller, where I could easily pierce it underneath the dash where it's a little tight quarters or something like that, but you could also leave these on. And then what I was using the entire time is just going to be the 12 volt adapter style. So those are some cool accessories. Now this one was the Power Probe 3. This is the one I prefer. I did buy a Power Probe 5 at one point, and they have a Power Probe 1 and 2. The 3 seems to be the one that works the best. It's got the nicest profile, easiest to use. It doesn't have too many extras with it that make it gummed up and complicated. They do have these on Amazon or something like that if you'd like to purchase them. The great product. Power Probe themselves does make a lot of other cool tools that we will end up going over through this series and talk about. If you have one of these, throw something in the comments or something like that of what you've used it for last or something of that nature. And I appreciate everybody joining. Welcome to Cool Tools for Techs.